So we're back. Now, this is the part that is really the most important because I'm going to be sharing with you a strategy that I use to drive massive traffic and to build relationships. Okay, so this is what I call the life-changing strategy that I promised you. All right, so let's jump right into it. Now, what I actually talked about in the last lesson, I talked a lot about solo ads because solo ads is really the most fastest way to get traffic. All right, so what you want to focus on in the first place is before you even run traffic, make sure you set up every single aspect of your funnel. Meaning, you want to make sure you have your emails, you want to make sure you have your retargeting, everything set up. All right. And what I'm going to do in the upcoming videos is I'm going to walk you through each step, okay? But what I want to do is I want to show you what I focus on, okay? So let's say we have our landing page here, okay? This is our page here that we send our traffic to. This is the first page that people see. We have our email little box that they can put here. We have our text here, our header here. And what we're going to do is we're going to drive traffic. So we're going to use solo ads to drive traffic, right? We're going to use Craigslist, right, to drive traffic. We're going to use YouTube to drive traffic, right? Now, this is cold traffic. These are people who don't know who we are. So this is like top of funnel. But what we want to make sure we have is we want to make sure we have our pixels. So we want to make sure we have our Facebook pixel and our YouTube pixel on this page, okay? And the reason why we want to have this is simply because when we driving traffic from solo ads, Craigslist, and YouTube, these pixels, and the pixels are what we call retargeting pixels. It allows you to actually show up in their newsfeed and Facebook, and basically on what we call in-display ads on YouTube. So when someone's watching the video, they'll see you, right? And the more they see you, the more they're going to start to know, like, and trust you, right? Because you got to understand something. Building trust is basically showing up consistently and getting attention every single time. Now, what I mean by that is this. When you show up consistently, whether it's on an email, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, subconsciously they're starting to see you, right? Like, for example, like somebody actually gets an email from me. Even if they don't read it, they still will say, oh, that's an email from Cameron. Or if they saw me on YouTube and they just watched 3 seconds of my video, they're going to say, oh, that's Cameron. And then they see me on Facebook, oh, that's Cameron. When we first begin, right, when they entered into my funnel, they didn't know who I was. But as they start to see me, they're going to start to know me, right? That's the first step, to know me. And then after a while, I'm going to give value because I'm going to show up. Because remember, in the first part, when we talked about getting attention, we understood the message that we need to construct so that we can get their attention. And then we basically continue, using that message, throughout our retargeting, so that way we can get them to like us, right? Because if we give value, they're going to end up liking us. And then eventually they're going to get to trust us, okay? So what we want to focus on here is we want to focus on about 100 visitors a day. And that can come from, YouTube, Craigslist, or solo ads combined. Or you can but this is daily. So if you can afford to actually pay for solo ads every day, which is roughly, let's say, $50 on average every day. And I'm saying every day. What I mean by every day, I mean every day. So that's 7 days a week. So that's roughly about $350 a week that you will spend on solo ads if that's what you want to do. You can do that. Or you could just basically maybe run solo ads twice a week and do, Craigslist ads and do, YouTube. And what we're doing on YouTube is we're doing organic. We're just basically uploading content. And I'll show you, I'll do a video on how to rank on YouTube as well. So that way you can actually start to get some organic traffic from YouTube. So let's say you're getting about, 20 to 30 visits from YouTube, 20 to 30 visits on Craigslist. And you're doing your solo ads. And let's say this page converts about 50%. So that means that out of 100 people a day, you're getting 50 people added to your email list. And 50 people added to your to your your pixel, right? Your custom audiences that I'm going to show you how to create. So that's about that's 50 people a day. That's going to be added into your funnel. So that's about 350 people a week. Let's say that's about let's see, we have 1,200. 350 times 4 is 1,200. 1,200. We're doing some hard math. Let's say 1,400 people a month that you're going to be bringing into your top of funnel, and then you're going to be basically, you have your email campaigns that's going to go out, right? Then you have your retargeting on Facebook and YouTube, and then Now, don't worry if this is, really overwhelming, because in the future videos, I'm going to be basically bringing all this together so that you understand, how to, put your campaign together, your funnels and all that stuff. My goal here is just to really simplify the whole process, but I really want you to understand the importance of, building the trust so that you can make money online. So in the next lesson, what I'm going to be sharing with you is what I call the relationship radar, where, I break down the difference between, a cold market, and all that stuff. So yeah, guys, I hope that you are taking notes. But better yet, watch this again so that you can really soak this in and understand this strategy. But like I said, there's different kind of ways. But all you really want to focus on is you want to focus on driving traffic and building relationships with that traffic. But there's many different touch points that you can. You can, like I said, you can use your email marketing. You can use, retargeting. You can use even chat bots and all that stuff, and then with the text message marketing, you can also use that as well. But you can just use email. I mean, you don't have to do the other retargeting if you don't want to. You could just solely do email. But the only thing I'm trying to really hone in on and really kind of like make sure that you understand is that in order to make money, you have to build relationships, and that just comes through just getting in front of them constantly, right? Being consistent with it so that they can see you, and then eventually they're going to know, like, and trust you, and then that's when you're going to get conversions. All right, so guys, I'll see you in the next video.